is anxiety? From a spiritual perspective, that's what we're doing. We're saying it's a signal alerting you, number one, that it's time to pray. 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 And Jehoshaphat did exactly this. In verse 3, it says, we see he was terrified. Another version says he was alarmed. And I love that word. It's an alarm, right? It's an alarm telling us to pray. He was alarmed. He was anxious by the news. We're being attacked on all sides, just like some of you feel right now. I'm being attacked on all sides, all sides, all sides. The attack's coming. And so what he did, he took the burden to God. He prayed. He begged God, God, show me what to do. God, I don't know what to do. God, show me what to do. And then he even ordered everybody in Judah, the southern kingdom, to fast and pray as a nation. By the way, we're in a 21-day fast as a church. I hope that you'll join us if you haven't already. Just jump in right now from now to the 21st. We're just fasting and praying together as a church. And what he's doing is he's praying in his distress. It first shows us he was afraid. He was anxious. He was having an anxiety attack. It was severe fear, anxiety attack. And then he prayed. And then verse 6, we see his prayer. It's such a beautiful prayer. He says, Lord, the God of our ancestors, are you not the God who is in heaven? You rule over all the kingdoms of the nations. Power and might are in your hand. I love that word. He's saying, God, you have something more than power, because with what you have, you can hold power in your hand. Is that beautiful? Might is in your hand. Power is in your hand. And he says, no one can withstand you. And then look at his faith. You see his faith expressed in this prayer. It says, if calamity comes, if it does come, I'm praying for the prevention, but if it comes, whether the sword of judgment or plague or famine, we will stand in your presence before this temple that bears your name, and we will cry out to you in distress, and you will hear us and you will save us. Wow. God, we trust in you. God, we go to you. God, we're giving this to you. God, anxiety is a signal for me to pray, and I'm going to take it to you, God. I lift my eyes into the hills. Where does my help come? My help comes from the Lord, the maker of heaven and earth. God, I'm taking it to you. I'm taking it to you. I take it to you. And we trust in you, Father, and we believe in you. We believe in your promises of salvation. And you can pray like that. You can pray, and you can memorize and pray this beautiful, fanciful prayer, and you can do that. You can do that. Sometimes I pray like that, and sometimes I pray like this, and you can do that too. Help. God, help. Please help. Sometimes there's tears in that prayer. God, I really don't know what I'm doing. God, please, I don't know what to do next. God, I'm out of options. I put it in your timing, but please help quickly. Please. And you can do that too. What does 1 Peter 5:7 say? Cast all your anxieties, cast all your cares on God, because he cares for you. He wants you to do that. He wants you to take these things to you. That's what Philippians 4 teaches us. Don't be anxious for anything, but when you feel the anxiety, it's a signal to pray about everything. Pray about everything. And it's so interesting. It's so interesting. I'm loving kind of some of the scientific study behind prayer that we're coming out with. There's this book on my reading list for 2023 called Switch on Your Brain. And in it, the author finds this really interesting discovery. Through her research, she has found that 12 minutes of daily focused prayer over 8 weeks period of time actually changes your brain to the extent that it shows up on a brain scan. 12 minutes of prayer over 8 weeks period of time is so transformative. The Bible talks about what all the time? The renewing of your mind. And it's so transformative that it alters the physical makeup of your brain enough that you can show up on a brain scan. Does that just blow you away? And so this is why it's so important. I hope you guys are understanding this. What's it called? It's a signal to pray. It's a signal to pray. If it's that transformative, why aren't we just living our life on our knees in prayer? Amen, family? It's a signal to pray. Amen, family? Let's go to the Lord in prayer. Amen, family? Let's absolutely do that. It's incredible. It's just absolutely incredible.